Peace, peace, y'all. It's your girl B from Being Rose here. Welcome to the Being Rose Vision. This space has been activated to support the Being Rose values, which are art, intuition, reverie, create beauty, truth and love, and most importantly, relationship to self, deepening the relationship to self through introspection, through reflection, through emotional honesty. All right, this space is still in its raw stages, and I hope you stick around to see it grow into the beautiful, expansive community for which it is intended. So thank you for accepting my invitation and being here, and for sharing with me your time, your energy. While you're here, please like, share, subscribe, comment. I think that's all the things that you could do to keep creators like myself in this space. And we like it over here. We're building over here. So I'm here with my offering for the new moon, this new moon eclipse. And I pray that you all are in good health, good mind space, good spirit. I'm going to shuffle our cards here as we get into this card pool, see what energy the collective is stepping on. I'm trying to be more intentional about the framework and how, tarot is used here. Of course, it's used as a symbol to deepen that connection to self, to kind of get that conversation started. It's less about what's happening to me and more about what's happening within. Okay, what's happening within me. So I'm definitely not here to do any predicting. There are lots of beautiful readers in this space who have that capability. I am here to get the conversation started, the internal conversation started, okay? So I think I'm gonna do, for this new moon, which, as you know, the new moons, the full moons, ask different things of us, very different things of us. New moons, we're looking at the beginning, okay? So I think that's how we'll do this. More so focused on what's beginning within us. What seeds have we already planted that are wanting to grow and manifest, and what we truly desire, what needs time to unfold. Thinking of my questions here. And what needs greater alignment. Maybe what we need to allow to grow to a bit more, and honestly, what our next step should be. Okay, yeah. So thank you, Divine. Right? Bring us here. Pray for the collective. I pray for myself. Let us be space to receive this message. Thank you for delivering us to this message and bringing us here together in this space to share thoughts, to share energy, to share love, peace in this moment. Thank you. All right, so let's see here. Thank you, Spirit. What's beginning in the collective? What new energy is starting to form in the collective? Let's get deep here, okay? So first card out, we have the Ace of Wands for what's beginning, okay? A new project, okay? New inspiration. And next out, we have the Seven of Wands for what we truly want right now. Sorry, and I always say Seven of Wands. I mean Seven of Swords for what we truly want right now. I'm definitely seeing that more as keeping our ideas to ourselves, keeping our thoughts, being strategic, right? Let's see, what needs more time to unfold? What energy do we need to work on a little bit more? Okay, what needs more time to unfold? What's going to give us greater alignment? Okay. And what first steps does the collective need to take in order to see this through in this new moon? Thank you. Okay. Justice fell sideways on that question. All right, so out we have the Ace of Wands here. My bad, my eyelash was itching. Ace of Wands, followed by Seven of Swords, okay? Followed by the Four of Swords, okay? And this is for what needs more time to unfold. I have my questions here so that I don't allow myself to get off track for this specialized reading here. And then what do I need? Where do I need greater alignment? Is the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Maybe funding this new project. Your honest first step is to be honest, okay? To be for real. We have the Justice card here, which is fairness, truth, clarity, equality, being clear about what it is that you desire. So what I'm getting here from this here is what's beginning is definitely a reflection of this new moon energy, whether it's a new urge to create, the willpower, maybe the collective is looking for or finding inspiration, not looking for it. This is something that's already beginning, something inspirational in their lives, right? This is super ambitious energy with the Ace of Wands here. Very big. It's a new project, new inspiration, something that the collective can be proud of, right? Are feeling energetic. I know I do. I'm definitely not trying to make this about me. But I feel like I could run a marathon right now. I don't know what it is. And well, I do know, but stay focused. And then following up with the Seven of Swords here, which is very tricky kind of energy, right? I don't want to say that the collective is wanting to, I'm seeing this maybe as regaining control, right? Maybe I'm seeing this as, that's how we can see this, as taking responsibility for this new inspiration, this new energy, this abundance that the collective is creating at this moment, or feeling, or being motivated to create, is absolutely taking the bull by the horn, so to speak, and strategizing, right, on how to manifest, on how to create, or I wish there was a word outside of manifest. I feel like it's such a buzzword, but I mean it fits, it fits what I'm trying to say. So we're going to say that manifest that thing that they desire, that you currently desire, and you're spending a lot of time thinking about it with the Four of Swords here, and that's in a positive sense, right? This is not, maybe this is this idea, this new inspiration, this urge that you're having is definitely not something out of the blue. I see this as being something you've already put some time into, that you have mastered with the Seven of Swords being there, and that you have taken the time to create the framework, to create the foundation for it. And so with that, we're looking at aligning maybe with some investors, some opportunities to, some financial opportunities that could you can use to invest. And I see that that's what's happening in this particular cycle. Maybe you're finding resources to fund that dream, that inspiration, that, not even just, to say that it's a dream is great, because maybe it's definitely something that you are very passionate about, but it has already been built. It already has a framework to it. So maybe you're looking to invest and make it expansive, to expand it beyond where it currently is. So you're looking to invest in your business, invest in your creative venture, invest into something that you're very passionate about, right? Starting off with that wand energy, which is just fire, right? So something that you're passionate about. And with that honest next step, we have the clarity. And there can't get more honest than that with justice, with which is the 11th major arcana. 1 and 1 is 2. Okay, so we're looking at balance, we're looking at equality, right, and equity, and all of that different kind of stuff, right? I don't know why equity, but I'm just gonna flow with that, probably because of coming off that Ace of Pentacles, which is abundance. It is that divine blessing to a resourceful wise. So it could be monetary, it could be time, energy, something that you're investing into it. And this here is making it true, right? This here is saying that to be honest about what you're creating, to be honest about your desires and how you feel about it. And if it's something that it is something that you're very passionate about, and this here is saying to own that 100%. You know how sometimes you tell someone someone asks you, okay, well, what do you want to do? Or what is it that you need? Or, what can I do for you? And sometimes the way we present a thing can make a person on the outside, or maybe sometimes on the inside, we're feeling like we're kind of like downplaying it. We're saying, oh, like if someone says, oh, how's your little project coming along? You know what I mean? Or how's your little album? Or how's your little book? I'll say that, since Daydreams About Night Things Volume 2 is chilling in the back, but stay focused once again. But it's just, how someone says your little project, and maybe it's just the way we speak about it when we're asked. You know what I mean? So this right here is saying, be bold about it. This is not your little project. This is like your third album. You know what I mean? Something like that. This is something that you have the framework and the groundwork of. You've been doing the work, and this is something that you do. This is something that you've come to master, and you're just wanting to see it grow. And maybe that growth is taking it from being something that you don't really, you don't want to have to brag about. You want the work to speak for itself. And that's exactly where that Ace of Wands energy comes in for what's beginning in you, what's manifesting, what's showing itself, what energy is already presenting in this new moon eclipse energy. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, peace.